Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to our Friday afternoon gyro trading session. So today we're going to go through the financial tab in gyro, and the main purpose for that is to keep track of your progress payments. So I'll access that by going to the jobs menu, and you just select your client from the list on the left hand side, or your job, and this is the financial tab here. So if we click on this, this is a blank one. This is what you'd see when you create a fresh job. It's the first time you visited this tab. And the first section here that you'll see is the financial details. So this is relating to the financial institution that the owner of the home has engaged to be the provider of their funds for the actual job. So you set that back on the business contacts tab. And we'll do that by adding a contact into here. So click on the blue plus button. We'll give you a search box for the business contacts. And in this case, we'll just add a Westpac Bank. So I've just started searching for the name Westpac. Click on Go. And this is what we want here, this Westpac business. And I'll click OK on that, and that will bring Westpac in. So you'll notice here straight away that it's brought it in as a financial institution. And all this is pre-set up in your business contacts module. So I'll quickly shoot out to that to show you that now. So we go back to home, into business contacts. Now here's your list of business contacts, and again we'll search for Westpac. Here's Westpac here, and here is where you set the industry. So you can create any number of banks in your system. So as you find new clients with new banks, you would just set them up as a new company and make sure you choose that industry financial institution. All right, if you don't do that and you set it up as the wrong contact role, all that will happen is it will turn up in here with an alternative role. So just to have it automatically show up as financial institution, that's what you need to do. All right, so we save that and we'll shoot back out to the financial tab. You'll see here that now Westpac is chosen. This is a note again that you'd set up in, just a standard note that will be set up in the business contacts. So you might have a long-standing note to remind you that a bank has a particular requirement. The other thing that shows up here is a list of requirements for each bank. And again, that's set up in business contacts. So we go back to business contacts. You'll see there's a lending requirements tab. This will only show on contacts where you've set them up as a financial institution. So these are the lending requirements. And if you want to add a new one, just click on new. And choose the option from the list here. And save that. All right, so just clicked off that tab and come back to financial institution just to reload this list here. So the idea of this is that it's just a checklist for yourself that you can just mark off with a date as you've collected all of these requirements for the bank. As with most fields in gyro, for a date, you can put in a shortcut, which is T for today, and tab out of that field, and that'll put today's date in it. And also a little space for a quick comment. All right, the next section here is our progress payment schedule. And by default, you'll have a number of schedules here, which are based on your contract with the client. So we've got 3 set up here for single story, elevated floor, or high set. So we click on single story for our first example and click on apply template. This is our schedule. So it's set up here to say that the client is due to pay 5% on 5% deposit paid, 5% on planning approval, 20% on slab down, all the way to the end at practical completion, and that should total 100%. All right, so these dates here are also linked up to our site schedule. So as your project managers are completing their tasks on site, they'll be able to mark off, say when slab down is complete, for example, and it will show up in here as a claim due. So I've got another job here that's already partially the way through that process. All right, so here's one here. So here's a slab down, waiting on a slab down. So if we go back to home and open the site schedule, here's the job in question. So we've gone through the site schedule in a previous video recording. So I won't go into this in too much detail, but up the top here, we've got some quick buttons to find your way through this site schedule. So we've got slab down, roof on, lock up, internal linings, and fix out. So in this case, we're looking for the slab down task, and we'll right click that and mark as delivered. Now we'll just need to reload that job to get the new details in there. You'll see here that automatically it's popped in here that we are due to send out a progress claim for the slab down. So let's put a due date in there for us. So once you do that, you'll do that in your accounting package and send out the claim, and you or your accounts team will just mark that off as the claim is complete. And it'll put an arbitrary due date in there to receive the payment within 7 days, but you can change that to whatever date you like. You can bring it forward if you wanted to. And the last field there is just to mark off once that payment has been completed, so you've received the money from the client. Now we'll go back to home. We've also got our dashboard here, so we'll just refresh that. And the dashboard is just it's a personalized dashboard for yourself. So your login is different to everyone else's, and all of these tasks on here relate to you. So if you're in the accounts department, you should start to get progress payment notifications in here. So you'll get them showing on your dashboard as well as via email. So it'll just take 30 seconds or so to reload that dashboard. You can see here, there's already one here that's overdue by 14 days. Oops. And here's the one that we just put in there today. So that progress claim is due in 0 days' time. All right, so any one of these items on the dashboard we can click on. It'll bring us straight back to this job. Alrighty, so the same will work for all of these progress stages. So your site supervisor will mark them off and you'll automatically get claims due and the reminders sent out to you. If I just go back to this other job here and I'll delete all of these progress payments out. As I mentioned earlier, we've got 3 presets in here, but you can also create your own. So click on the Edit Payment Schedule Template button. Here are the 3 schedules. Notice as I click on them, the details on the right-hand side changes. So this is where we set up the schedule. So if we want to create a new one, click on the blue plus button. We can label that anything we like. I've labeled these with numbers so that they're sorted alphabetically in that order. All right, so we'll add some tasks in here. Might want a slab down. Too far again. Slab down. Roof on. Internal linings. Lock up. And say practical completion. So you'll notice here we've got little red exclamation marks. So it's telling us that the progress payments must total 100%. So we'll set these in here. So we might start off with a, say, 5%. We'll do a 10 for that one. And 25, 25, 25, and 15. So you'll notice they total 100% there, and that'll allow us to save us because allow us to save this progress template because all of the exclamation marks have disappeared. So we'll save that. And now we've got our extra template here. And we can apply the template. So if this is a one-off job, you can also just modify this progress payment schedule directly in here without creating a template. So we might want to add an extra stage in there. And we can move that up. Might want to do a prelim service fee paid and just do a 5%. So you'll notice here again, we've got the red exclamation mark, so we need to take a bit of a percentage off one of the other tasks. All right, that's totaling 100% now. Now, if it wasn't, we've got that red exclamation mark and we try to save the job, you'll get this message saying that the job is not valid and cannot be saved. So we'll just make sure we find these exclamation marks and fix that payment percentage. All right, and save that one. Alrighty, so we've got a few callers or a few viewers on the line at the moment. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know. All right, looks like we don't have any questions today. But as always, please join us again next week. We'll have another training session next Friday at 3 o'clock. So hope to see you then. Thanks for joining.